Unit number 1, if the beam is having sinking of support or the settlement of support. So what point we have discussed in unit number 1? In unit number 1, what we have discussed? Yes.
Sir, when there is a sinking of support, we take delta.
Delta, yes, that is the amount of sinking. Yes, but basically that is correct. But if you consider a continuous beam is there, the beam is continuous, and if intermediate support is having the sinking, suppose this is the intermediate support B, and that support B, it is having the settlement delta. Intermediate support is having the sinking of delta. So what is the effect? याचा इफेक्ट काय होतो बीम वरती? What is the effect of sinking in beam?
Sir, it settles on downward side.
Yes, settles on downward side, or that is in general, but it may settle or it may have the sinking upward also. That is correct. Delta we have considered in the slope deflection equation, very correct. But what is the meaning? What is the effect? What is the effect of sinking? Suppose this is the member or beam. If right end it is having the settlement like this, or the sinking with an delta. So what is the effect of this thing? What is the effect of this sinking? What is the effect? It will settle downwards, yes, okay. Delta considered in the analysis, that is also okay. Okay, I will make it again very simple. If the beam is fixed beam, suppose this is the AB beam, and that AB beam is suppose fixed one, and this is B support, and this is A support. Suppose support B, it is having the settlement vertically downward like this. Okay, this is delta. Now tell me, what is the effect of this delta on this fixed beam?
Sir, it forms moment of 6 EI
Yeah.
delta upon L square.
Yes, very good. So that is the effect we have to consider. In case of slope deflection method also, we have considered the same effect. But what we have did, twice of EI by L, we have considered outside the bracket. So inside the bracket, that will be 3 delta by L. So if you multiply that 2 EI by L into 3 delta by L, so ultimately that will be 6 EI delta by L square. 6 EI delta by L square means, so what we have to remember is, so whenever there is a sinking of support, so there will be additional fixed end moment will be generated for that particular member. So due to the sinking, there will be a additional fixed end moment will be generated. So this is the takeaway point. So whenever in case of any beam in any method, if there is a settlement of support or sinking of support, so due to that sinking of support, so it will generate additional fixed end moment, and that moment is magnitude is 6 EI delta by L square, 6 EI delta divided by L square, where delta is the amount of sinking. It is given in mm, so we have to convert that mm into the meter, whereas L is the length of that member, given member, that is the L, and E into I. So product EI is, so there are three terms. One is EI, second is G into J, third is A into E. Yes, first one A, E into I. So what is E into I?
Flexural rigidity.
Yes, EI is the flexural rigidity, whereas G into J, this is the torsional rigidity, whereas A into E. Okay, so that is nothing but the axial rigidity. So here E into I, that you have to find out, that is nothing but the flexural rigidity, and the unit will be kilonewton into meter square. So to try to remember, one point is that if there is a sinking of support, so there will be additional fixed end moment will be developed due to the sinking of support. Now next question, it will come in your mind that what about the sign convention? Suppose, so first case, so there are two cases. First case, So if there is a sinking of the right end, if there is a sinking of the right end, suppose this is AB beam or AB member is there, and support B, it is having the settlement like this. Support B, it is having the settlement. So for AB, B is the right end, means if the right end of the member, if it is having the sinking of support or the settlement of support, if the right end, it is having the settlement with an amount delta, with an amount delta. लक्षात ठेवा, right end having the settlement, right end having the settlement. In that case, at both the ends, at end A as well as at end B, the moment will be generated, and that moment will be no doubt 6 delta by L square, but that moment direction, it will be anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise movement at both the ends, anti-clockwise movement at both the ends. So that's why, as per our sign convention, our clockwise is positive, so these movements are anti-clockwise. So that's why minus 6 delta by L square at both the ends, the additional fixed end moment developed, it will be minus 6 delta by L square. Why? Because right end, it is having the settlement. So this is the first sign convention that we have to understand. Suppose any member is there, if the right end, this is the right end, it is having the settlement, this right end, if it is having the settlement, in that case at both the ends, movement will be anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means minus, and the amount, 6 delta by L square. Okay, now here what we have to do is, so delta we have to convert in meter, and EI we have to convert EI flexural rigidity, it is in kilonewton into meter square. So unit you have to remember, for delta it should be in meter, whereas EI it should be in kilonewton into meter square. So this is the first sign convention, and the second sign convention will be, or the second case, if the sinking or the settlement is there for the left end like this. If the left end, it is having the settlement, so definitely at both the ends, movement will be generated. Now this movement will be clockwise for both end, the movement will be clockwise. Okay, so clockwise movement for both the ends, that's why the magnitude of movement will be positive at both the end, it will be positive 6 delta by L square. Whereas in first case, if the right end, it is having the settlement, in that case for both the ends, movement will be anti-clockwise, that's why minus minus. So these are the sign convention we have to remember. Okay, and this is the only point that we have to remember in case of the analysis of beam with settlement in case of moment distribution method. Now we know there are 4 steps to follow. In case of moment distribution method, there are 4 steps you have to follow. So what are the 4 steps? Step 1, step 2, 3 and 4. पहिली step काय आहे? In MDM, what is the step number 1?
Find fixed end moment.
Yes, find fixed end moment. First, it is for the fixed end moment. Second,
As a distribution factor.
yes, second is, it is for the distribution factor. Third, it is for the moment distribution table, and the last one, it is for the BMD. So these are the 4 steps we have to follow. Now we know that due to the sinking of support, what will change? We have to add or we have to subtract. Depending on these 2 cases, we have to consider additional fixed end movement. Means what I am trying to say, out of that 4 steps, so only one first step it will change. Means in step number 1, we have to add or subtract 6 delta by L square. Okay, depending on the sign convention or depending on the cases, we have to add or subtract fixed end movement due to the sinking of support. Whereas step number 2, 3 and 4, no any change. There will be no any change. So change will be there only in step number 1. In that we have to add or subtract additional fixed end movement developed due to the support settlement. And for that support settlement, these are the 2 cases we have to remember, sign convention and the magnitude also. Okay, so this is the basic concept of the sinking of support. Now suppose this is the beam, and for this beam, suppose support B, it is having the settlement. support B, it is having the settlement with delta. Now what actually we have to do, how to do the analysis in step number 1, that we will discuss. Now we know that if there is a settlement, we have to add additional fixed end movement due to the sinking of support. Means, so fixed end movement in step number 1 for both the member AB as well as member BC, we have to add. Means initially what we have to do, we have to find out the EI value correctly, E into I, and the unit should be kilonewton into meter square. Remember, unit of EI, it should be in kilonewton into meter square. And the next case for the fixed end moment, actual analysis. So fixed end moment M bar AB and M bar BE, means fixed end moment of AB member M bar AB as well as M bar BA, that is equal to, so fixed end moment due to this loading condition plus fixed end moment due to the sinking of support. Now if I consider AB member and support B, it is having the settlement, so that settlement it will be like this. So this support B, it is having the settlement of delta. Now if you consider only AB member, if you consider only this AB member, so there are two parameters. First, external loading is acting, external loading of 60 kilonewton is acting on that member. In the second case, right end, it is having the settlement. So that's why M bar AB and M bar BA is equal to, initially we have to find out the fixed end movement due to the given external loading condition for each and every span. Okay, now we know that this is the standard case, 60 kilonewton, it is acting eccentrically for that member. So eccentric point load is there. So we know this formula for this FPM due to the loading condition. So the formula will be minus WA B square by L square. ये कुठून आलं? Standard loading condition for fixed end movement. Okay. So fixed end movement here, it will be due to two parameters. First, due to the loading condition. Second, due to the sinking of support or the settlement. Okay. Now tell me, what is the next movement due to the sinking of support? Either it will be plus or minus. Yes. Next, fixed end movement due to the sinking. So for this AB member, what is the value? Option A, plus 6 EI delta by L square. Option B, minus 6 EI delta by L square. Option C, WL by 8. Option D, none of the above.
Sir, option B option.
B, that is minus 6 EI delta by L square. Okay, minus 6 EI delta by L square. म्हणजे काय बघा, आपण काय म्हणलेलं आहे, फिक्स्ड एंड मूवमेंट इज इक्वल टू फिक्स्ड एंड मूवमेंट ड्यू टू दिस लोडिंग कंडिशन प्लस फिक्स्ड एंड मूवमेंट ड्यू टू द sinking of support. Now to get the sinking of support, so you have to see the end, which end it is having the sinking, either left end or the right end. So this B, it is the right end. B is the right end. So that's why this B is the right end. So if the right end it is having the settlement, so additional fixed end movement developed, it will be anti-clockwise. That's why minus 6 EI delta by L square. Okay. So these are the values. Similarly, we have to find out M bar BC and M bar CB. So this is the only change in this type number 4, support settlement. Now tell me, what is M bar BC here? कोण सांगणार? What is M bar BC? There are two formulas. M bar BC. Try करा दुसऱ्यांनी पण. प्रतीक. What is M bar BC here? FPM due to loading plus FPM due to sinking. And our point of interest is BC span. For BC span, there are two fixed end movement. Suppose initially we will consider for M bar BC. Now tell me, for M bar BC, what is the fixed end movement due to the loading? कोण सांगेल? नितेश. ट्राय करा. अजय, रोल नंबर 41. अजय काय असेल M bar BC? फर्स्ट, ड्यू टू द लोडिंग कंडिशन. लोडिंग काय बघा BC स्पॅन वरती? अजय
मायनस WL स्क्वेअर बाय 8
डब्ल्यू स्क्वेअर बाय 8 आहे का WL बाय 8 आहे? लोडिंग काय सांग, लोडिंग काय आहे बीसी स्पॅन वरती?
80 किलोमीटर.
हा, कशी आहे ती लोडिंग? एक्सेंट्रिक आहे, सेंट्रल आहे?
सेंट्रल लोडिंग.
हा, सेंट्रल पॉइंट लोड असेल तर फॉर्म्युला काय आपला? WL बाय 8. ओके, WL बाय 8. नाउ m बार BC इट इज द फर्स्ट फिक्स्ड एंड मोमेंट, दॅट्स वाय अँटी क्लॉकवाईज, त्यामुळे काय असेल? मायनस असेल, मायनस WL बाय 8. ओके गुड. आता नेक्स्ट काय आहे बघ, फिक्स्ड एंड मोमेंट ड्यू टू द सिंकिंग. आता बीसी स्पॅन साठी कोणत्या एंडला सिंकिंग झालेली आहे? लेफ्ट एंडला की राईट एंडला?
लेफ्ट एंडला.
लेफ्ट एंडला. बीसी, बी काय त्याचा लेफ्ट एंड आहे. इफ द लेफ्ट एंड इट इज हॅव्हिंग द सिंकिंग, मग काय असेल? लेफ्ट एंडला जर सिंकिंग असेल सो इन दॅट केस ऍडिशनल फिक्स्ड एंड मुवमेंट डेव्हलप कशी असेल? क्लॉकवाईज असेल की अँटी क्लॉकवाईज असेल? क्लॉकवाईज. व्हेरी गुड, क्लॉकवाईज. दॅट्स वाय प्लस 6 EI डेल्टा बाय एल स्क्वेअर. दॅट्स इट. म्हणजे हेच तुम्हाला करायचं आहे. स्टेप नंबर 1 मध्ये फक्त चेंज आहे. गुड, स्टेप नंबर 1 मध्ये फक्त चेंज आहे. And for rest of the step no any change, as it is analysis करायचं आहे. So this is only the change in case of type number 4. Now in this morning session we will discuss one numerical on the support settlement, and in the afternoon session at 11:45 we are going to revise all the type 1 to 4. म्हणजे ज्यांचे लेक्चर absent असेल अगोदरचे तर नेक्स्ट आफ्टरनून सेशन अटेंड करा, because we are going to revise all the 4 types. Okay. Now this is the change in the fixed end moment calculation if the support it is having the settlement. Now we will discuss the same numerical. Now in case of the support settlement, what they will give? They will give the beam, they will mention which support it is having the settlement, they will give the amount of settlement in mm, then they will give the value of directly, either they will give value of EI or they will give value of E and I separately. Okay. Now first point what you have to do is, first initially we have to do the conversion. So that conversion, it will be convert that amount of delta in meter and get the value of EI in kilonewton into meter square. So what is given in the numerical? Support B sinks by 10 mm. So mm it is given for delta. So that 10 mm divided by 1000. So delta will be in meter, that is 0.01 meter. Okay. So this is the value of delta in meter. Next, if you consider the value of E, it is given in kilonewton per mm square, 200 kilonewton per mm square, and I it is given in mm raised to 4. So if you multiply E into I, so the resulting unit will be kilonewton into mm square. Okay, so what we get if you multiply this 200 into this 3.5 into 10 to the power 7, so resulting unit will be kilonewton into mm square. But what we are dealing with in all our calculation, units are kilonewton and meter. So that's why convert this mm square to the meter square. So mm square ला meter square मध्ये convert करायचं आहे. So divide by 10 to the power 6 or multiply with 10 to the power minus 6. दोन्हीपैकी एकच करायचं आहे. So इथं काय केलंय मी? So divide this total quantity by 10 to the power 6. So the resulting unit will be kilonewton into meter square. So that we want, kilonewton into meter square. So that's why the EI value now, it is 7000 kilonewton into meter square. Initially E it is in kilonewton per mm square and I it is in mm raised to 4. But after multiplication and conversion, now EI it is 7000 kilonewton into meter square. So this is the initial conversion that you have to do. So if you do this calculation or conversion wrong, so your answer for the moment will be wrong. So this is the small step but very important step. Now as per our usual practice, step number 1, it is to get the fixed end moment. But here fixed end moment you have to find out due to 2 parameters. So initially we will find out the fixed end moment due to the loading condition. ज्या loading दिलेल्या आहेत member वरती. So based on that loading, get the fixed end moment using the standard formulas that we know. Now here, so we know that AB member, it is subjected to the eccentric point load. So m bar AB, this is the standard case, minus a b square by L square, eccentric point load fixed end moment first fixed end moment, it is always anti-clockwise, that's why minus. So the M bar AB, due to this 60 kilonewton load, it will be minus 28.8, whereas M bar BA, it will be plus WA square B by L square, and that value is 43.2 kilonewton meter. Now, as we know that loading is not symmetrical. If you observe the member AB, loading is not symmetrical. So that's why we get different moment. So no doubt first moment is always anti-clockwise as per our sign convention. Anti-clockwise, it is minus. Loading is not symmetrical. We get two different fixed end moment due to this loading condition. Similarly, for member BC. So for member BC, there is a central point load. So loading is symmetrical. So you will get equal and opposite moment. And the formula is minus plus WL by 8. So if you put the value of W as 80, L as 4. So 80 into 4 by 8. So that will be 40. So first fixed end moment, it is minus. So that's why minus 40 plus 40. So these are the fixed end moment due to this loading condition of 80 and loading condition of 60 kilonewton. But we know that at support B, it is having the settlement or the sinking. So this is the sinking. This is the pattern of sinking. So that's why sinking will be like this. Sinking will be like this. For AB member, this is the right end, and for BC member, this is the left end. Okay, means for AB member, minus fixed end moment you have to consider, and for BC member plus fixed end moment we have to consider. Now that calculation we have to do. Now second part of the fixed end moment due to the sinking of support. Now here fixed end moment we have to find out due to the total span, not fixed end moment for M bar AB and M bar BA. So this fixed end moment, it will be constant for total member AB. Means this minus 6 EI delta by L square, it will be same for M bar AB and it will be same for M bar BA. Okay. But in case of loading condition, M bar AB जर minus असेल तर M bar BA plus होता आपला. Suppose minus WL square by 12. Then M bar BA will be plus WL square by 12. But here, in case of sinking, so this moment, it will be same for M bar AB as well as M bar BA, because this is the sinking effect we have to consider for span AB. So we know that very simple ahe. Support B, it is having the sinking. This support B, it is having the sinking. Okay. Now support B, it is having the sinking. So for AB member or AB span, B is the right end. So that's why right end, it is having the sinking. Moment will be anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means minus 6 EI delta by L square. Put the value minus 6 into EI. EI का calculate केला अपन 7000 into delta. It is in meter, that is 0.01. So these are the conversion we have done earlier. Divided by L square. Now this L, it is the length of AB member, that is 5 meter. So that's why 5 square. If you simplify, so what we get? Minus 16.8 kilonewton meter. Now this is the value. It is for M bar AB as well as M bar BA. Okay. Similarly, for next member BC, fixed end moment due to the sinking for BC member. Now for this BC member, B support. Okay. B support, it is the left support. B is the left end for BC. B is the left end for this BC. So that's why movement will be clockwise. Clockwise means positive movement. That's why it is plus 6 EI delta by L square. And that is positive 6 into EI. EI is 7000. Delta is 0.01 divided by L square. Now here L is span BC. BC is 4 meter. So that's why 4 square. So the movement will be positive 26.2 for you. 26.25. So these are the movements you have to consider for M bar BC as well as M bar CB. These are the movements. Okay. Now next, पुढे काय असेल मग? So we have calculated the fixed end movement due to the loading condition, as well as you have calculated the fixed end movement due to the sinking of support. What is the next step? What to do next?
Sir, in next step, we have to add this
Yes.
sinking support movements in fixed movement.
Yes, very good. Next is simple. We have to add these two movements. Means for M bar AB, for M bar AB. So this is the movement due to the loading condition. Plus this is the movement due to the sinking of support. हे मायनस का आहे कारण राईट एंडला सिंकिंग आहे त्यामुळे आपण मायनस घेतलं ॲज पर आवर साइन कन्व्हेन्शन. So if you add these two fixed end movement, so you will get the final fixed end movement for AB. So this is M bar AB. We have to consider for the analysis or the calculation. Similarly, M bar BA, movement due to the loading condition, movement due to the fixed end, movement due to the sinking of support. So this is also minus because for member AB, this will be anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. And the final fixed end moment will be 26.4. Okay. So add both the moments, first due to the loading condition, second due to the sinking of support. So M bar BC will be minus 13.75, whereas M bar CB will be 66.25. Okay, so this is the step number 1. This is our step number 1, and this step number 1, it only changes if the support it is having the settlement or the sinking. Now step number 2, it is same concept, same funda we have to apply for step number 2, that is for the distribution factor. Okay, for the distribution factor, prepare the table format. Okay, prepare the table format, consider joint B, because at a joint B there are two members are connected, BA, BC. If you consider the far end A for BA member, it is fixed. That's why relative stiffness is given by I by L. L is 5, so I by 5 is 0.2I. Whereas for BC member, now if you consider the BC member, here if you consider the BC member, so C support for BC member, C end or the C support, it is the end support, and that is simple. C support काय बघा simple आहे, end support and simple. So that's why relative stiffness of BC member is given by 3 by 4 into I by L. 3 by 4 into I by L. So that's why in case of distribution factor, relative stiffness of BC member is given by 3 by 4 into I by L. So L is 4. So 3 by 16, it will be 0.1875 I. Next, summation of K at a joint, and that summation will be 0.3875 I. And next, work out for the distribution factor, K by summation of K. So this is K divided by this summation. So distribution factor for BA, it will be 0.516. Okay. Whereas for BC, so this K divided by summation of K, and the distribution factor for BC member, it will be 0.484. And here, whenever you are starting the numerical solving of moment distribution method, fix your calci for 3 digits, okay, initially. And if you make the summation of distribution factor at a joint, it should be 1 always. It should be 1. Hence, okay. Next, it is for the moment distribution table. Moment distribution table. The standard format you know for moment distribution table. So prepare the standard format as it is, and we have to start from the joint. So there are 3 joints A, B, C, and the member associated with that joint are AB for A. At joint B there are 2 members BA and BC. At C only 1 member, that is CB. Next will be a carryover factor. Carryover factor in this particular beam will be there only from BA to AB. Carryover factor फक्त BA चा AB लाच असेल. Why? Because far end A, it is fixed. Far end A is fixed, so that's why it will have the carryover factor from BA to AB with 50% amount or half. Okay. Next will be the distribution factor. Mark the distribution factor for respective members that we have calculated in step number 2, that is 0.516 and 0.484. Next will be the fixed end moment. Now the addition of the fixed end moment due to the loading condition plus due to the sinking of support. So that fixed end moment we have to write here. So that's why for AB it will be minus 45.60, for BA 26.40, for BC minus 13.75, whereas for CB it is 66.25. But here if you consider the end C support काय आहे, end support आहे आणि simple आहे. Okay, if the end support is simple, so final movement should be 0, but due to this loading condition of 80 kilonewton, there is a generation of fixed end movement. So from the type number 2 ला जे correction केलं होतं आपण, same correction we have to consider here. So adjustment for simply supported end. So whenever there is an end which is simple, we have to perform the adjustment. And what is that adjustment? So practically MCB should be 0, but here the value of fixed end moment is 66.25. So this moment you have to consider as a 0, or you have to convert this moment as a 0. So that's why add minus 66.25 moment in it and consider half carried over to the adjacent member. Correction factor for the type number 2, simply supported end. Now if you add these two, the movement will be 0 and half carried over to the adjacent member. Next, consider final fixed end movement. So for M bar AB it will be same, B it will be same as it is. For BC it will be minus 13.75 plus minus 33.125. So the movement will be minus 46.875, and here MCB will be 0. That we have to achieve. So that's why we have made this adjustment. Okay. Now after the final fixed end movement, apply the cycles or the iterations, we can see. And the first step is balance step. How to perform the balance step? Make the algebraic summation of the fixed end movement at a joint. कुठं करायचं आहे? जॉइंटलाच करायचं आहे. At a joint where there are at least 2 members. इथं एकच joint आहे. At a joint B there are 2 members. So that's why make this summation. So this summation is minus 20.475. Okay. So this summation is minus. So balancing movement will be opposite of this. So how to consider opposite movement? Multiply with -1 or multiply with minus sign. So the balancing movement will be 20.475. 20.475. So this balancing moment multiply with distribution factor, you will get the moment in the balance step. Again this balancing moment multiply with distribution factor for BC, you will get the balancing moment. Okay. Now after the balancing moment, after multiplying the distribution factor, next will be the carryover moment. And this carryover moment, it depends on carryover factor. Carryover moment साठी फक्त carryover factor चं direction बघायचं. So in case of carryover factor, BA movement will go to AB. So this carryover moment, it totally depends on the carryover factor. हे समजण्यासाठी draw केलेलं आहे, exam मध्ये draw करायचं नाही. Carryover movement, it depends on the carryover factor. Carryover factor काय सांगतोय? BA ची movement AB ला जाणार 50%. कुठं जाणार? Balance step मध्ये. So this balance step movement of BA, it will go to AB with 50% amount. Means 10.565 divided by 2. So that will be 5.282. Okay. So this is the carryover movement. Now in this particular case, in the carryover movement, so no any movement present at a joint B. So that's why this is the last step. So once you get the understood this is the last step, make the summation of final movement. Now here we have to consider the final movement summation from the final fixed end movement. From the final fixed end movement. हे अगोदरचं काही घ्यायचं नाही summation मध्ये. We have to consider the summation only from the final fixed end movement. So here it will be minus 45.60 plus this 5.282. So movement will be minus 40.318. This is for MAB. Next for MBA, it will be 26.40 plus 10.565. So the summation will be plus 36.965. Then MBC, this minus 46.875 plus 9.910. Summation will be minus 36.965, and for CB we know it is 0. End support and simple. Now here, if you observe the joint B, equal and opposite movements are achieved. Equal and opposite movements are achieved. Initially, baga. Initially, movements are not equal and opposite. initially there is a difference of 20.475 kilonewton. Initially this is the difference. This movement of 20.475 we have distributed across the members. So that's why this method is movement distribution method. We have to distribute the movement. That is the core concept. We have to distribute the movement. Which movement? The unbalancing movement or the disturbing movement at a joint. Joint ला disturbing movement आहे ती आपल्याला distribute करायची आहे. So this 20 movement you have distributed across the members. Now at a joint B, movements are equal and opposite. That is the practical case. So these are the final movements. So once you get the final movement, next step it is for the superimposed BMD. Okay. Next is the superimposed BMD. So this is the correction for the simply supported end that we have to remember. Okay. Next, superimposed BMD. So fastly I will tell you, draw the reference line, mark the span or length of the member, draw the free BMD due to the loading condition. So for AB there is an eccentric point load, that's why triangle. Maximum bending moment WAB by L, so that is 72 kilonewton meter. For BC there is a central point load, again that will be a triangle. Maximum bending moment WL by 4, that is 80 kilonewton meter. MAB that is final moment at A that we have calculated, and that is 40.318, because for B movements are marked always above the reference line. At B equal and opposite movement mark above the reference line, and that is 36.965. At joint C, as joint C is the end support and simple, so movement will be 0. Join with inclined straight line for AB as well as BC. This is the superimposed BMD. Okay, so this is the type number 4. Now in next session we will revise all the type 1, 2, 3, 4. End fixed, end simple, overhanging span, as well as with support settlement. And at a glance I will provide the table where you can compare all the type 1, 2, 3, 4. So what are the changes in the analysis? Okay, so in the afternoon session we will discuss that revision part. But here, so for unit number 2 I have provided the assignment, and 15 students have uploaded that assignment. Okay, similarly for unit number 1 also there is one assignment I will share on WhatsApp group today. So within 1 week you have to solve it, and you have to WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp me or you can email me also. Okay, there are 2 questions. First it is the short note you have to explain, and second it is simple numerical. Take your time, solve this, make a PDF file. You can WhatsApp me or you can email me, because for each unit we are going to give the assignment. Because for each unit the assignment, it is assessment will be based on 1 unit test of 15 marks and 1 assignment of 10 marks. Means for each unit the weightage will be 25 marks. Okay, so if you are having any doubt you can ask. So this assignment I will provide, as well as I will share the PPT after the afternoon session.